Did you know that something as small and overlooked as a seed could be having a real impact on your energy, your memory, and even how well your heart functions? Primarily, when you get older, the little things you eat can either support your body's natural rhythm or slowly start getting in the way. And while seeds are often seen as healthy, not all of them are working in your favor. We're going to walk through some of the most powerful seeds that can protect your brain, your bones, and even your mood. But just as importantly, we'll also look at a few seeds that can be more harmful than helpful. Seeds that are often added to breads, bars, or smoothies that might actually be putting extra strain on your digestion, your joints, or your blood sugar. If you're over 60, your body is more sensitive to certain compounds, especially ones that build up over time. And that's where it gets tricky. Let's start with one of the most supportive seeds out there, flaxseed. These tiny golden or brown seeds are one of the richest sources of plant-based omega-3s, especially a type called ALA. Now, omega-3s are important at any age, but after 60, they become essential. They help keep your blood vessels flexible, they support cognitive function, and they help manage the body's inflammatory response. For someone who's dealing with joint stiffness or memory fog, this can be a quiet but powerful support system. But here's the key. Flax seeds need to be ground. Whole flax seeds tend to pass right through the digestive system without releasing their nutrients. So if you're sprinkling whole flax on oatmeal or yogurt, you're not getting the full benefit. Instead, look for pre-ground flax seed, sometimes labeled as flax meal. Just a tablespoon a day can make a noticeable difference in how you feel, especially when paired with water or added to soft foods like smoothies or mashed sweet potato. There's also a hidden benefit with flax. It contains lignans. These are natural compounds that can help balance hormones, something that becomes more important for both men and women as we age. There's even research suggesting lignans can support heart health by helping maintain cholesterol levels. But because flax also contains a decent amount of fiber, it can help with digestion too. If regularity has become a concern, especially when taking medications, flax might gently support the process without harsh side effects. Next up, chia seeds. These tiny black or white seeds have become trendy in recent years, but their benefits go far beyond any fad. When soaked in liquid, chia seeds form a gel-like texture. That gel is actually a type of soluble fiber that helps slow down digestion. For someone who's dealing with blood sugar fluctuation or that mid-afternoon energy crash, this can make a big difference. Chia is also rich in antioxidants, calcium, and, just like flax, plant-based omega-3s. And because they're so gentle on the digestive tract, they can be especially helpful for older adults who may find high-fiber vegetables too rough. A spoonful of chia soaked in almond milk overnight turns into a soft, pudding-like breakfast that's easy to eat and keeps you full. Add a few berries, and you've got a meal that supports your brain, your gut, and your heart in one bite. One often overlooked benefit of chia seeds is how they support hydration. Because they absorb so much water, they help the body retain fluids for longer. This is helpful for people who don't drink enough water throughout the day, or who experience muscle cramps or dry skin. Especially in warmer weather or after exercise, chia can quietly support your hydration levels without needing sugary sports drinks. But just like flax, it's important to consume chia the right way. Always soak them first or mix them thoroughly into something moist. Eating dry chia seeds on their own can cause discomfort, especially if you're prone to swallowing issues or digestive sensitivity. And while they're tiny, their impact on your health can be significant. Then there's pumpkin seeds, sometimes called pepitas. These green seeds are more than just a snack. They're a natural source of magnesium, zinc, and protein, all of which are critical as we get older. Magnesium supports muscle function and sleep quality. Zinc helps with immune health and wound healing. And the protein in pumpkin seeds can help maintain muscle mass, which naturally declines over time. What makes pumpkin seeds special is that they're also one of the easiest seeds to chew and digest. Their texture is soft enough not to be a challenge for those with dental work or sensitive teeth. And they don't need to be soaked or ground to be effective. Just a small handful a few times a week can help support bone density and even improve mood. Studies have linked magnesium deficiency with anxiety and sleep problems, both of which become more common with age. If you've been waking up more often during the night or feeling on edge without a clear reason, low magnesium might be a piece of the puzzle. Pumpkin seeds offer a natural, food-based way to help. Roasting pumpkin seeds lightly at home, without salt, is the best way to preserve their nutrients. You can even toss them onto steamed vegetables or salads for extra crunch and nutrition. And if you're someone who enjoys trail mix, consider making your own with pumpkin seeds, dried fruit, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Finally, sesame seeds deserve a spot on your plate, especially in the form of tahini, which is a creamy paste made from ground sesame. What makes sesame seeds so unique is their calcium content. After 60, calcium absorption can decline and the risk for brittle bones goes up. While dairy is a common source, not everyone tolerates it well. Tahini offers a non-dairy, plant-based option that's rich in calcium and healthy fats. Sesame also contains compounds called phytosterols, which can help support healthy cholesterol levels. And because tahini is soft and easy to digest, it's a great option for those who have trouble chewing or swallowing. Try adding a spoonful to oatmeal, spreading it on toast, or mixing it into soups. It adds a rich, nutty flavor and turns even simple meals into something nourishing and satisfying. Now that we've covered 4 seeds that offer real support, seeds that can help you feel steadier, stronger, and clearer, it's time to talk about the ones that aren't doing you any favors. Seeds that may seem harmless or even healthy, but could be adding unnecessary strain to your system. Some of them are hiding in everyday food, and they might be worth reconsidering, especially if you've been feeling more tired, bloated, or foggy than usual. So before you reach for that next handful or add another scoop to your smoothie, let's take a closer look at the seeds that might be working against you. These are the ones that, even if they seem healthy, could be quietly dragging you down. Let's walk through them together. The first one on the list may surprise you because it shows up in so many healthy-sounding foods. Sunflower seeds are often found in granola bars, trail mix, and even salads. But the problem isn't the seed itself, it's how it's usually prepared and consumed. Most sunflower seeds are roasted at high temperatures and heavily salted, and they're often coated in processed oils. This turns something that should be light and nutritious into something that can irritate your gut, raise your sodium intake, and contribute to inflammation over time. That's not ideal when you're trying to manage your blood pressure, ease joint pain, or support heart health. Sunflower seeds also have a higher omega-6 content compared to other seeds. Now, omega-6 isn't bad on its own. It's actually essential. But it's the balance that matters. When your diet includes too many omega-6s and not enough omega-3s, it can tip your body into a more inflammatory state. That's especially important to think about after 60, when inflammation is already something your body is more sensitive to. If you enjoy sunflower seeds, try to go for raw and unsalted versions. But even then, moderation is key. A sprinkle here and there is fine, but they probably shouldn't be your daily go-to, especially if you're already dealing with arthritis, blood pressure concerns, or digestive trouble. Another seed that sounds healthy but may not be the best choice for older adults is poppy seeds. They're small and often baked into muffins or sprinkled on bagels, but what most people don't realize is that poppy seeds can interfere with certain medications. In fact, they contain compounds that are related to opiates, and in higher quantities, they can affect your nervous system. While the amounts in food are typically small, even trace interactions can matter if you're on prescription medication. They're also incredibly tiny and dry, which can make them tricky for people who have swallowing issues. It's easy for these seeds to get stuck in dental work or irritate the throat. For someone with reduced saliva production or trouble chewing, poppy seeds can be more of a hassle than a health boost. And unlike chia or flax, they don't bring the same level of fiber or omega-3s to the table. That means you're taking on potential risk without getting much in return. Next up are cottonseed derivatives, which might not show up on your radar unless you're reading ingredient labels closely. Cottonseed oil is often used in processed foods because it's cheap and has a long shelf life. But cotton isn't grown as a food crop. It's heavily treated with pesticides, and the oil extracted from its seeds often carries chemical residue. It's highly refined and stripped of any real nutritional value. Over time, consuming oils like cottonseed can burden the liver, spike inflammation, and possibly interfere with hormone balance. And if you're someone who's been feeling more sluggish or having trouble keeping your weight steady despite eating modest portions, this kind of seed oil could be part of the equation. Cottonseed oil often hides in salad dressing, margarine, fried snacks, and even some protein bars labelled as natural. It's worth checking the ingredients list and swapping out anything that includes it for products made with olive oil, avocado oil, or flax oil instead. The last one may be the most surprising of all, hemp seeds. They've become popular in the wellness world, and they do contain some useful nutrients like protein and magnesium. But there's a catch. Hemp seeds can be heavy on the stomach for some people, especially those with slower digestion or a sensitive gut. They're dense, oily, and can sometimes cause gas or bloating when eaten in larger amounts. Also, for people taking medications that affect liver enzymes or blood thinners, hemp seeds may interfere with how your body processes those drugs. This doesn't mean they're dangerous for everyone, but they do require caution, especially if you're managing multiple medications or have a history of digestive issues. If you've tried hemp seeds and felt tired, bloated, or uncomfortable afterward, it's worth considering a pause. There are plenty of other seeds, like flax or pumpkin, that provide similar benefits without the same potential drawback. And remember, just because something is trendy or talked about on a health blog doesn't mean it's the right fit for your body right now. What makes all of this more important is how subtle the effects can be. You might not notice right away that a certain seed is causing joint stiffness, poor sleep, or mild brain fog. But over weeks or months, those little side effects start to add up. And by simply swapping out one seed for another, you might find that your energy returns, your digestion settles, or your mind feels clearer than it has in a long time. The truth is, food is never just food. It's information for your body. Every bite sends a message, either one that builds you up or one that slows you down. And when you're over 60, there's no room for foods that quietly work against you. You need meals that give back, that support your immune system, ease inflammation, and help you wake up feeling rested and ready. So as you think about your next grocery list or your breakfast routine, take a second to look at the seeds you've been leaning on. Are they really helping? Are they giving your body what it needs, or just getting in the way? In just a moment, we'll tie it all together with a few final thoughts to help you make the smartest seed swaps. Ones that taste great, feel good, and support your long-term wellness without overcomplicating your day. Because at this stage in life, food should be simple, joyful, and deeply nourishing. So now that you've seen the full picture, 4 powerful seeds that can help your body stay balanced and 4 that might be doing more harm than good, you might be wondering, what should I actually do with this information? The good news is these changes don't require a complete overhaul of your diet. In fact, the best part is how simple and doable they are. Start by taking a closer look at your kitchen. What seeds are in your pantry right now? If you've got bags of salted sunflower seeds or boxes of snacks with cottonseed oil, maybe it's time to swap them out. It doesn't have to be wasteful, just a gradual shift. Next time you're at the store, reach for flax or chia instead. Try tahini in place of processed spreads, or add pumpkin seeds to your morning cereal instead of sugar-coated granola. It's these kinds of swaps that add up over time. You may not feel the difference overnight, but give it a few weeks. You might start sleeping better. Your joints might feel a bit looser in the morning. You may notice you're not as bloated after meals. These little improvements are your body's way of saying thank you. It doesn't need complicated supplements or extreme diet. It just needs the right support, quietly delivered through what you eat every day. And if you're not sure how to start, don't overthink it. Begin with one meal, maybe breakfast. Instead of reaching for toast with margarine, try oatmeal with a tablespoon of ground flaxseed and a drizzle of tahini, or swap your usual granola bar for a chia pudding made the night before. Add a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds to your salad at lunch. These are simple steps that keep your meals familiar but nudge them in a healthier direction. Another way to think about this is balance. It's not about perfection, it's about making better choices more often. If you love sunflower seeds or occasionally enjoy a baked treat with poppy seeds, that's okay. But when those become your everyday habit, and the seeds that truly nourish you get left behind, that's when the balance shifts. Your body is constantly trying to maintain that balance through your hormones, your immune system, your digestion. All you're doing is helping it do its job a little more smoothly. This approach also helps you stay in tune with how food makes you feel. After 60, the body's feedback becomes even more important. Maybe you feel heavy after certain snacks, or maybe your energy dips an hour after lunch. Paying attention to those little signals and adjusting your seed intake accordingly can make a bigger difference than any fad diet. There's also something deeper going on here. Choosing the right seeds isn't just about nutrition, it's about supporting your independence. When you nourish your body with foods that reduce inflammation, support bone density, and keep your mind clear, you're also protecting your ability to do the things you love: gardening, walking, spending time with your grandkids, staying engaged in your community. These everyday choices, as small as they seem, ripple out into every part of your life. And if you're helping take care of someone else, a partner, a friend, or even a parent who's older than you, these swaps matter there too. Seeds are easy to digest, simple to prepare, and gentle on aging systems. Making a batch of chia pudding for two or blending flax into a shared smoothie isn't just healthy, it's a shared act of care. Think of food as your ally. You don't need to be extreme or cut out everything. You just need to be intentional. And seeds are a perfect place to start because they're small, easy to find, and incredibly versatile. Sprinkle them, stir them, soak them, however you enjoy them. Just know that the right ones can quietly work behind the scenes to keep your body steady and your mind clear. You've learned that flaxseed, chia, pumpkin, and sesame all bring something special to the table. Omega-3s for your heart, fiber for your gut, magnesium for your nerves, and calcium for your bone. Meanwhile, sunflower, poppy, hemp, and cottonseed-derived products carry risks that are easy to overlook but important to be aware of, especially if you're managing blood pressure, taking medications, or dealing with inflammation. So the next time you're reading a label or planning a meal, take a moment to ask, is this seed helping me move forward, or is it quietly making things harder? Small changes lead to lasting results. That's true at any age, but it's especially true now, because after 60, your body deserves food that respects your journey, honors your strength, and helps you thrive in the years ahead, one seed at a time.